Thank you to Telestrations After Dark for sponsoring today's episode. Did Justice League give Batfleck his out from the DCEU? The first superhero team-up of the DC Extended Universe has been out now for a couple of weeks, and while the good guy flick didn't quite hit the mark creatively or financially, most fans felt that JL did a great job with the characters. It was important for this film to clear away some of the bad vibes that have surrounded previous DC Warner Brothers outings. From Zack Snyder's grittiness to extensive reshoots of Suicide Squad, the DCEU has had more than its share of behind-the-scenes drama, and taking a surprising amount of heat for this has been Ben Affleck.
Oh, shit.
Heck, we all remember sad Affleck, right? One of the best memes ever! Luckily, we got a film that at least laid down some pretty good foundation for the members of the Justice League and has many fans looking forward to what's to come. However, despite the relative good buzz, word is that Ben Affleck is still looking for his way to exit gracefully from the Batsuit, and a single line in Justice League may have clued us in on how he intends to jump ship. Now, if you haven't quite caught on yet, yes, there will be spoilers in just a moment, so make sure and take this as your spoiler alert and come back after you've watched the film Unsullied. So after the newly assembled Justice League gets their ass handed to them by Steppenwolf, they head back to their hangar where Diana notices the bruises covering Bruce Wayne's body. Wonder Woman comments, "You can't do this forever," to which Bats retorts, "I can't even do this now." Now this weirdly sad interchange shows a battle-worn, seasoned Wayne who, like the actor who plays him, is realizing that he's not meant to don the cowl and cape forever, and duh, how much longer can a human with cool gadgets keep doing battle with gods? It's a moment where the character and actor seem to be speaking as one. We've had a decent run, but maybe it's time to hang up the cape. But what are some of the options for moving Batfleck to greener pastures to make way for a less battered guy to take over the role of Caped Crusader? Well, if we read into the line literally, it sounds like letting both Batman and Batfleck retire within the storyline would be the perfect way to let the character achieve some much-needed growth and make room for a newer Batman with more longevity. We've been hearing for a few days now that Matt Reeves, who has taken over directing duties from Batfleck for the solo Batman film, would like to see Jake Gyllenhaal in the role if there's no Batfleck.
I'm Batman. Are you kidding me?
And with a solo Nightwing film supposedly in the works, there's some potential for a Robin Nightwing Batman shuffle, ushering Gyllenhaal into the role as Dick Grayson. Even though we haven't seen a live Robin in the DCEU yet, we do know that he exists, or existed, in this cinematic universe. Back in BVS Dawn of Justice, we got a shot of that tagged up Robin suit confirming he was killed by Joker. That Robin was probably Robin 2, aka Jason Todd, who died at the hands of the Clown Prince in the comics. Now this means that Robin 1, Dick Grayson, is still out there. He could have retired from the vigilante game, or more likely, he's still fighting crime as Nightwing and could come back and take over the Batsuit from Bruce Wayne. But really, this Nightwing and Robin path seems like a lot of legwork to get Batfleck out. They'd have to wait for the Nightwing movie to come out to set all of this up, and that's still a while away. But a more likely course, and the one we are betting on, is that the Flash solo movie Flashpoint will be what finally gives Batfleck his out and brings in a fresh new Batman. Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Batman are all confirmed to be making an appearance in Flashpoint, and it's been speculated that DC will use the film to reboot some of the DCEU continuity and keep what works. We're looking at you, Wonder Woman. Now, if the flick follows the basic storyline of the comic book event, we could see Barry Allen somehow altering the universe's timeline, making it so a younger Bruce Wayne emerges, and thus an easy switch to a new actor to play Batman, similar to how the comic event rebooted the DC universe with New 52. Of course, a third option is to simply recast Batman without using alternate timelines or retirement subplots to gracefully phase him out. But again, we think this is unlikely given how much goodwill there seems to be between Affleck and the studio, so even though it seems clear all parties are ready for Batfleck to ease on out of the Justice League, odds are they'll find a way to do so that keeps Batfleck's time as Bruce Wayne as an important part of the DCEU, but also honors the fact that both the actor and the character are practically begging for a replacement. But what do you folks think? Could Batfleck make his exit in Flashpoint, or will he get his out in Nightwing, or will Ben shoulder the burden of saving the DCEU alone? Let's discuss. Do you hate parties where everyone is ignoring each other on their phones? Well, now there's a solution. Telestrations After Dark is the adults-only version of the #1 party game Telestrations. Draw what you see and guess what you saw for some hilarious miscommunication at its best. No drawing skills required, just a sense of humor. So if you're like us and want to get a little bit crazy this holiday season, buy Telestrations After Dark today before it sells out.